Yeah, we are back. How y'all doing today? Bang bang boogie. Yeah, we'll be back right after this. We're gonna get into some basketball stuff. Is Jimmy Butler a top 10 player? KD throws shade at the Warriors' motion offense, and Ben Simmons is mad that the people still love Zion. We'll be right back. Yes, sir. We're back. Bang bang boogie. Yeah. We're gonna jump right on into it. You know what I mean? Um, so we got some hot and heavy topics today, if you ask me. Is Jimmy Butler top 10 player currently in the league? Obviously not all time, but currently in the league. KD throws shade at the Warriors and their motion offense. And Ben Simmons is mad that people still love Zion. And who you think is gonna win the NBA finals? No, we're gonna go over that real quick and we're gonna be out of here. But before we get started, hey, sit in politic, y'all make sure y'all check them out, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Your boy over here, Gates, Gates Open Media. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this information so we can make the, get the audience bigger. I gotta write down something to say. But anyway, we're gonna jump on into is Jimmy Butler top 10 player, in your opinion, after watching him this year in the playoffs? Um, I thought long and hard about this. Before I would have said no, but after this, especially this series here that against the Celtics, I say Jimmy is a top 10 current player in the league. I couldn't name 10 players and not put him on that list just based off what he showed. Yes, he missed the shot. He's not a 3-point shooter, but I think I can live with that. I didn't have a problem with him taking that shot. Simply because I mean he wants to take that shot, but also what happens in overtime? Who knows? One, they already had to come back from down like 11 points with a couple minutes left. So they used all their energy to come back, and now he's just trying to kill it with the dagger. Now, if he would have hit that shot, things would have been different. Obviously, they're going to the finals, and people are loving him. But I think, like I said, I didn't have a problem with him taking that shot. He was a hot man, led this team pretty much definitely in the playoffs, led this team to almost one game from the final go. And I think he had the right to take that shot. I don't think it was a bad shot. Because if you drive past Horford, say you get a 2-pointer, first of all, the other team go down with zero pressure. Only pressure they have is really none because you can get a 2, you can get a 3, you can shoot whatever you want to shoot. Obviously, they're more likely they're going to go try to get a 2, but you can shoot whatever you want to shoot. If you miss it, you go into overtime. You know what I mean? With Jimmy Butler pulling that up, he's trying to go for the dagger. Because now, if they go back down the court, let's say Jimmy hit that. Now the Celtics get the ball, go back down the court. Now the pressure really is on them because they have to do something. Obviously, they only have to get 2 points, but they have to do something. So, my personal opinion, the man was hot, had the hot hand, led this team to where they were. And I think I live with that shot, even though he missed it. I live with it from Jimmy Butler. So, but is Jimmy Butler top 10 current player in the league? I can name 10 players that I think are better than him. So I'm going to say yes, even if he's number 10, just based off this performance. It was lights out. Yes, he had some down games, but he was hurt. On one game, I know he didn't come back after halftime. There's another game he only played half. Now, shooting percentages in those games weren't the best, but it was just the fact that he's laboring his knee. So I think there was 3 games he didn't score that many points, but 2 of them like he was out. But anyway, when he came back, he showed up and showed out. So Who you got? Who you get? 10 players. I mean, you got Giannis, you got Luka, you got Steph. You have, and I'm not gonna include Kawhi because he didn't play all year. Um, you got John Morant. You got you can say Embiid. You can say KD. Um, I know I'm gonna miss some people off this list. Uh, let's see. I'll get to that in a second. Um, who else is on that list? You know what I mean? You got Jimmy Buckets. I didn't have a problem with him shooting that shot. I said Mr. Cook said it was the perfect shot for him to be the hero. I like the shot. I don't know about him being top 10 player. How you mean in the NBA overall or just this season currently? I'm just talking about right now, definitely not overall. Um Man, I just named like 7 players. I mean you got I guess Kyrie. And I included Jimmy Butler in those 7. So then you got Kyrie. That makes 8. I don't know, but I don't know why Donovan Mitchell's name is popping up. You got Booker, Devin Booker. He could be in that conversation. But Jimmy, from what I seen, I want the Heat to win. I mean, ultimately, I want the Warriors to win, but I want the Heat to go into the finals. Who else? Man, I can't. And I know I'm missing somebody out there, but those are the players I think of right off the top of my head. And I think Jimmy Bucket's is in that conversation, definitely. Some people, obviously, some of y'all gonna say LeBron. It's tough for me to say LeBron. Then you got AD. AD stays hurt. I'm not including Kawhi Leonard because he didn't play this season. But I'm gonna throw Jimmy Buckets in there. I'm gonna put him in there. Definitely top 10 player, even if he's number 10 currently in the NBA today. Can anybody name anybody to argue the point? Can anybody name anybody to argue the point? Oh man, I don't know if y'all seen it, but KD is throwing shade at the Warriors' motion offense. Now, if I remember correctly, and I like KD, I've gone down and said he was the best player in the league. At one point, I no longer believe that, based off what he did against or what the Celtics did to him in the first round. Can't let that happen. That was a terrible outcome. And I know LeBron had a terrible outcome in the finals. You know what I'm saying? That's another point. LeBron had a terrible outcome, but it was in the finals for one. It wasn't in the first round of the playoffs. Number 2, it didn't look like that. From the eye test, it did not look that way. It did not look that way. So I've changed my narrative a little bit on LeBron and KD, because that was ridiculous. The way all the turnovers, like 21 turnovers in 4 games, wasn't efficient. The list can go on and on and on. So KD's narrative has definitely changed. And let's see, say, blow this up. The motion offense we ran at Golden State, it only works in certain points, Durant said, Wall Street Journal. We can totally rely on our system for most of the first 2 rounds. Then the next 2 rounds, we're going to have to mix it up and have individual play. We got to throw teams off because they're smarter later in the later rounds of the playoffs. I'm not saying that is false, but what we were seeing, so before KD got there, what did the Warriors do? They ran their offense. After KD, and then even the year they lost to LeBron them in the finals, they were up 3-1. So obviously some suspensions and different things like that happened, but they were up 3-1. I'm not gonna say that they would have won if Draymond would have played all the games, whatever. It's happened. It's done, over with. But that system has worked 5 times, now 6 times not 5 in a row, and now 6 times. And now you're gonna talk noise about it simply because you made a mistake and went to partner up with Kyrie Irving, which I like Kyrie, but you went and partnered up with Kyrie, thinking you was just gonna get you I ain't gonna say an easy ring. Well, kind of yeah, easy ring. Bring James Harden over there, and y'all look silly. Y'all look very silly. Then you get Ben Simmons over there who don't play a drop. Who I don't even know how Ben Simmons how the trade happened because you have to go through a physical and the team has to sign off on it. So somebody signed off on it. The team went through the physical, and that wasn't supposed to happen, folks. That wasn't supposed to happen like that. But whatever happened, it happened. So I think it was ridiculous. That Ben Simmons even got on the team that the trade even happened. But anyway, I forgot where I was. Oh yeah, KD throwing shade at them. When KD left the Warriors, I'm sorry, when KD left OKC, he said he wanted to play with a team like that, that's unselfish and actually moves the ball and play great basketball. He goes to the Warriors, get him 2 chips. The thing with and would have had 3, but he got hurt. Clay got hurt. All those things in the finals, but he could have. He got mad at Draymond. That's what it was. Got mad at Draymond for basically telling him what he was going to do at the end of the season and not be on the team. And that's exactly what happened. But he didn't feel appreciated. So he got all into his emotions. He didn't feel appreciated with the Warriors. Of course, they're not going to show you love like they showed Steph, Clay, and Draymond. They were bred there. But you want them to show you that love. They showed you love. They didn't hate on you. You just got all into KD just got all into his emotions. And now he want to throw shade at them boys. But it shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? He went and then he decides to leave. They was going to offer him all the money. They were going to offer him all this money, even when he was injured, just like the Nets did. But he put himself in a whole totally different situation. Totally different situation. And he's not getting any younger. So his window is closing, just like everybody else's. But his window is definitely closing. He's had injuries that made him miss seasons, half seasons, full seasons. His numbers would be way more, obviously, if he didn't miss those seasons. But now, what are we looking at? If KD didn't miss those seasons due to injury, we'll be talking about him possibly breaking LeBron's record once he breaks Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record. But that's not going to happen unless he goes on some type of tear, and that's not who he is. I mean, can he score the ball? Yes, but he's not going to demand that from his team and teammates, even though he's the best player on the court majority of the time he's playing. So what else we got here? We're going to roll. Ben Simmons is mad that people still showing Zion love. So basically, Ben Simmons said that, let's see if I can find it really quick. Said basically, he'll what do you say? There you go. Ben Simmons say, y'all call me lazy because I don't want to play, but praise Zion, biscuit eating a word. So who's praising Zion? His own team isn't praising him because he wants to get the max and they're not extending his contract at the moment. So nobody's praising him. But when he's available to play, to our knowledge, so far he has played. For Ben Simmons, on the other hand, he won't shoot the ball. He had the ball literally right up under the rim, could have dunked it and passed the ball out. So there's character flaws when we're talking about Ben Simmons. We don't know what it is now. All of a sudden, he's been out all year anyway. Then he gets traded. Probably shouldn't have happened, but anyway, he gets traded, and all of a sudden he can't play because his back or whatever the case may be. I mean, there are so many different flaws that's what people are seeing more so than um, his actually game or the actual situation and stuff like that. It's similar to Scottie Pippen. It's not similar like in contract, but he was just mad. And once Doc Rivers said, I don't know if we can win with him, at that point it was over. At that point, it was pretty much over. And with Pippen, obviously Pippen wanted a new contract after the man told him before he signed it, he wasn't going to redo his contract. But anyway, he wanted a new contract. And Pippen took the deal because he said he wanted the money to secure his family. But then he wanted more money. Sat out half the season simply because he had surgery late and ended up playing that last season. Obviously, the Bulls won the championship, but I believe like in the finals, Pippen also was hurt a lot, back spasm, so he couldn't do much. He was probably just, for the most part, a decoy. But anyway, but Zion, the difference with him is he has shown some I don't know what you call it, some questionable. He's had some questionable actions, but it hasn't been like Ben Simmons. Now, if he keeps going down on that path, it'll be a whole nother ball game. So he can't come out next year talking about he injured or whatever. He got to come out hot and butter. And both of them do. Hot like butter. Butter ain't necessarily hot, so that's a dumb statement. But anyway, who will win the NBA Finals? My personal opinion, I'm going with the Warriors. About 6 games. I just believe the Warriors just have too much offensive firepower. The Warriors legitimately have 5 players that can put 30 up. Like, can't do that and have done that throughout the year. I'm not talking about something that's luck. I'm talking about something that's actually their skill set and can make it happen. Now, the least likely person to get it, because one, he won't even get enough playing time to do it typically, is going to be Kuminga. Then obviously Steph can get it, Clay could get it, Poole could get it, and Wiggins. All those players right there, all 5 of them can give you $30 for $30. Can give you 30 points in any given night. Obviously, it's more probable for a few of the players than it is others, but those players can give you something. Now, on the other hand, Jason Tatum and Brown, basically you got 2 players that'll give you 30. Has it happened with some other players? Yes. But is it likely to happen? No. And I'm sorry, I'm just reading this thing. But is it likely to happen? No. The only person you would think might give you 30 is Marcus Smart, but that's not likely to happen. This whole series. And then I just believe they have too much. You can't double Steph because you got Clay. You can't double Clay because you got Poole. You can't double Poole because you got Clay. You got Steph. It just goes around and around, depending upon obviously the personnel that they put on the court at each time. But I think it's going to be tough. They do have the size advantage, obviously, and I think that's what's going to get them a couple games. The size advantage plus Marcus Smart, obviously the defensive player. Yeah, they're going to showcase that some kind of way, and he'll put some clamps on somebody. But not all 4 to 7 games. And I think the Warriors just, right now, is just too much firepower. It's almost like, and I'm not saying Poole is just as good as KD, but what I am saying is Poole is somebody who is a slasher, can get the ball to the rim, can create his own shot, just like, and he's even quicker than KD. But just like KD, he can create his own shot. Once again, I'm not saying he's as good as KD, but you can't. His presence doesn't allow you to double team other players like Clay and Steph. They may try here and there, but it's gonna kill them. It will not benefit them. I'm pretty sure I don't know the coach's name, but he and I believe him and Curry played for the Spurs at the same time. But anyway, I don't know what he's going to draw up. I mean, he's going to have to take a page out of somebody else's book that he's already seen, or he's going to have his own thing. But we'll see. I think they're going to try to make it tough on Steph, definitely in the beginning of games until the game kind of wears down, and definitely the first game. Steph might not have a great game the first game, simply because they're going to have to make adjustments to whatever they do. I mean, he still might go off too, so we'll see. But anyway, I'm picking them boys. I'm picking Golden State. You know what I mean? I think Golden State pull it out. KD has to be hot, and now the narrative is that what's his name? Steph is better or gonna have a better legacy than LeBron or something like that. Um, I'm gonna say no on that one, simply because LeBron will have the most points ever scored. Now, don't get me twisted. There's a lot more shots involved, and there's a 3-pointer involved, but he will hold that record. He'll have 4. If LeBron does nothing else but break the record, he'll have 4 Finals MVPs. That means something. 4 league MVPs, I believe. That means something. Steph has 2 league MVPs, 1 unanimous vote. At the moment, 0 Finals MVP. So it'll be. But the one thing Steph did was literally change the game. Now LeBron changed the game on another stance, meaning dealing with free agency. You know, hey guy, come over here and sign a 1-year deal. You know, bet on yourself and stuff like that. Hey, let's partner up with some people, help to create this. Like, I know there were super teams back in the day, but like modernize, and that's exactly what it is. He helped modernize the super team. Now, you can say Boston did it, but I think LeBron did it differently. Simply because when Braun did it, and I don't have a problem with it, but when Braun did it, they was going on 1 and 2 year deals. You know, we'll play 1 year and then have a 2-year option or something like that. He did it more of in a way to definitely help himself. And I think so from an actual basketball standpoint, Steph helped to get or change the game more. But when we're talking about from a player movement, player, I don't know, I want to say rights, but player the way a player can move himself around, the way a player can put himself in different situations. LeBron modernized that. And I'm not saying this was the first super team and stuff like that, but he modernized the super team, if you ask me. And then the league money, I think the revenue is going up next year, I believe. So not this season coming, but the following season, I believe we'll see the league minimum might be $5,000-$6,000. I meant five. I don't know what it is now, but let's say might be 20 to 30% more than it currently is. You know, that's a nice jump. So y'all already know. That's all we got for today. Got any questions? Put them in the comments. I'll come back. Definitely check them out. And you know, y'all like, comment, subscribe. Hit the Cash App if you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you want to help your boy out and get some more equipment. I'm trying to upgrade my equipment, definitely. And thank you for everyone who has donated to the channel. Definitely helped. We're just trying to move up. You know, we're trying to move up in these ranks. They say, you know, on the YouTube channel or podcast or something like that, that typically it takes, typically most people only do 7 episodes. I think we about at 60 right now. You know what I mean? So anyway, y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that. And we're going to share this right here. We're going to share this right. Where is it at? Find that music for y'all. You know how we do. Hope y'all can hear that.
All night.
You see me, I see you. So what we gonna do about it? I still deliver. I just wanna be the one you remember. And my music, dinner for two, romantic evening to set the mood. What's on my mind to be deep in you? Girl, you know you fit my time. Stand in your garden. We're gonna be all night.
All night.
Making no breaks till the early morning. Take my time. Stand in your garden. We're gonna be all night. Making no breaks till the early morning. Gotta love, know you and knowing I've been loving. Please, when I've been loving.
Hey, get this on all streaming platforms. They don't make them like this no more.
Quality moments, be the little things, make life worth living. What a girl you bring, and they open. Girl, you know you got me focused. And holding hands above the riverside, rushing waves against your side. You know your love is on my mind. Tonight you'll be the sun of my time. And I see standing in your garden. Gonna be all night. Taking no breaks in the early morning, baby.
Make it like this no more.
Standing in your garden. We're gonna be all night. No breaks in the early morning, lady. Take my time. Gonna be all night. Taking no breaks till the early morning. Take my time. Still in your garden. Be all night. Taking no breaks till the early morning.
Yeah. That's what it is. When I'm loving you, D-Mine's music. Hey, y'all make sure y'all check that out on all streaming platforms. Make sure you check out Sitting Politic and Gates Open Media. Y'all check your boy out. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this information so we can build a community. And this is us, and we are out. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen.